Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 24th of May 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution released the World Tourism Barometer Report? So the World Tourism Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations, and according to the second UNWTO World Tourism Barometer of the year, international tourism is rebounding to pre-pandemic level. Okay, so around 235 million tourists traveled internationally in the first 3 months of 2023, and overall international arrivals reached 80% of the pre-pandemic levels in the first quarter of 2023. Okay, so what's inside the report is not at all important. Only thing you have to remember is World Tourism Barometer Report belongs to United Nations World Tourism Organization. Now can you tell me which institution has recently released the Spring 2023 Economic Forecast? So it has been released recently by the European Commission, and basically it revised the 2023 to 24 growth outlook of 20 countries with the euro as their currency to 1.1% from the previous estimate of 0.9%. Also, as per the report, lower energy prices, abating supply constraints and a strong labor market supported moderate growth in the first quarter of 2023. Okay, so which institution has released this Spring 2023 Economic Forecast? Answer would be European Commission. Next is, which institution has established a National Energy Management Center? So REMC Limited, which is a subsidiary of RITES Limited, has established the National Energy Management Center at its office. And what is the full form of REMC? It is Railway Energy Management Company. And the purpose of the center is to oversee and handle the energy procurement for the railways at a pan-India level. Fine. So which institution has established this center? Answer would be REMC Limited, and the full form is Railway Energy Management Company. Fine. Now can you tell me, highly pathogenic avian influenza has been confirmed in which particular country? So recently it has been confirmed in Brazil for the very first time, and 2 cases were detected in the wild birds there. Actually, Brazil is the world's top chicken exporter, and the government has confirmed the detection of this H5N1 subtype of the influenza virus on 2 of the birds, while human cases remain very rare. Okay, so you can be asked that HPAI has been confirmed in which country? So answer would be Brazil. Which union ministry launched the Meri Life Mera Swachh Shehar campaign? So it is a mega campaign of Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and aim is to promote the reduce, reuse and recycle concept in waste management. Okay, so this nationwide campaign aims to highlight cities to set up reduce, reuse, recycle centers, also one-stop collection centers to contribute the clothes, shoes, old books, toys and used plastic to be reused or recycled. Fine. So Meri Life Mera Swachh Shehar campaign belongs to Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Now apart from it, the Union Ministry of Renewable Energy has revised the approved list of models and manufacturers regulation so as to increase the participation of private entities in the renewable energy manufacturing supply chain. And basically it will minimize the compliance cost for solar PV manufacturers, and also it would ease the processing of application filing. Fine. So you can be asked that which union ministry has revised the approved list of models and manufacturer regulation? So answer would be Ministry of Renewable Energy. Fine. Next is Amy Pope, the first woman Director General of the International Organization for Migration, is from which country? So Amy Pope belongs to US, and recently she has been elected as the Director General of International Organization for Migration. So she is the first woman to take up this position in the organization in its more than 70-year-old history. Also, USA is the largest bilateral donor of the International Organization for Migration. Fine. So you can be asked that who is the first woman Director General of International Organization for Migration. So name is also important. It is Amy Pope. And from which country she belongs to? She is from US. Which state procured over 6 lakh quintals of finger millet under its state Millet Mission? So in this Kharif season for 2022 to 23, the Odisha state government has procured nearly 6 quintals of ragi or finger millet under the Odisha Millet Mission. And this crop was procured at an MSP of 3,578 rupees per quintal. And the mission is an initiative of state government of Odisha to revive millets in collaboration with different organizations like NCDS and local NGOs. Fine. So Odisha government has procured more than 6 lakh quintals of finger millet under its state millet mission. Next is, which country manufactures the HIMARS rocket? First of all, let's see why this rocket is in news these days. The country Poland has recently received the first batch of this US-made HIMARS rocket launchers, and these rockets will be deployed at the region bordering Russia. Okay. So Poland is buying billions of dollars worth of weapons, mainly from the US and the country South Korea. And this step is a part of a defense upgrade amid security concerns due to the war in neighboring country Ukraine, right? So HIMARS rocket is manufactured by the country US, and currently Poland is procuring it. That's why it was in news. Next is, Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology, means ICET is an initiative between India and which other country? So this is the initiative between India and US, and it was launched in May 2022. So the first ever meeting of the Strategic Trade Dialogue to implement the outcomes of US-India initiative on critical and emerging technology is set to be held shortly, and this meeting is expected to help streamline the export controls and to improve high-tech commerce and facilitate tech transfer between the countries. Fine. So ICET is an initiative between India and the country US. Now can you tell me, the asteroid belt is situated between which of the planets? So this belt is found between Mars and Jupiter, and Comet Reed is the main belt comet that is found in the main asteroid belt, but it has a halo or coma and a tail like a comet. So it is one of the 3 comets used to establish the category of main belt comets, and James Webb Space Telescope's finding is now interesting because this is the first time that water has been found in the main asteroid belt, which is located between Mars and Jupiter. Fine. So since asteroid belt was in news, so in science and technology section you can be asked that asteroid belt is situated between which planets? So answer will be Mars and Jupiter. Which documentary won the Best Long Documentary Award at the South Asian Film Festival of Montreal 2023? So this is a documentary Gauri, which is based on journalist and activist Gauri Lankesh. So recently it has won the Best Long Documentary Award at the South Asian Film Festival of Montreal 2023. And this film festival is organized to promote, foster and enhance the cultural harmony between the diverse communities of South Asia. Fine. So which documentary has won this Best Long Documentary Award at South Asian Film Festival of Montreal? So answer would be Gauri. Next is, AutoGrow project is implemented by which institutions? So AutoGrow project is implemented jointly by the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research and Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Okay. So under the project, an automated greenhouse system is developed for precision in the field of agriculture, and this system has total 3 configurations. First is hydroponics, second is open grow farming, and the third one is vertical setup. Okay, so this auto grow project is implemented by IIHR and IIT Bombay. Next is Himcare scheme, which was seen in the news recently, belongs to which category? So Mukhyamantri Himachal Healthcare Scheme is being implemented by the Himachal Pradesh government since 1st of January 2019. And under this Himcare scheme, cashless treatment coverage up to 5 lakh rupees per year per family is being provided in the impaneled hospitals. Also under the initiative, Himcare cards were distributed to the jail inmates. Okay, so this scheme is a type of medical insurance scheme and it belongs to Himachal Pradesh government. Now can you tell me which portal will have the details of all the registered doctors in India? This is the National Medical Register. Okay, so Indian government has mandated all the registered doctors to get a UID, means unique identification number, from the National Medical Commission, and the latest data will be updated in this National Medical Register. So with this, people would be able to know the details like registration number, date of birth, date of registration, etc. of the doctor. Fine. So their details would be registered in the National Medical Register. Which milestone has been achieved by the Innovations for Defence Excellence? So this is the flagship initiative of Union Defence Ministry, first of all, and it recently reached a milestone with the signing of the 250th contract. And this contract is the first one under the Mission Def Space, and it is the 100th sprint contract. Fine. So Mission Def Space was launched with 75 defense space challenges to be addressed by the private sector. Fine. So recently it has achieved the 250th contract. Which is the first state in the country to introduce a welfare fund for Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme workers? So Kerala has recently become the first Indian state to introduce a welfare fund for Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme workers. And under the initiative, those individuals who are above the age of 60 will be eligible for pension under this fund. And the welfare fund has been formed as per the Kerala Employment Guarantee Workers Welfare Fund Act 2021. Fine. So recently Kerala has become the first Indian state to introduce a welfare fund for these workers. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of April. And this is the 11th part in the series, in which we will be covering the questions from 151 up to question number 165. First is, which institution released the guidelines for assessment of child suspects in heinous offences? So this is NCPCR, means the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. They have issued the guidelines for the first time for conducting the initial assessment of child suspect. Vegetable production system, that is VEGI, is associated with which space agency? So this is a plant growth unit aboard the International Space Station, and it is a program of NASA. So recently tomatoes have been grown on this unit, will return to Earth using space access commercial resupply services, and the purpose is to study the plant growth in microgravity, and also it would add fresh food to the astronauts' diet, and obviously it would enhance the well-being on the orbiting laboratory. Which city is the host of the G20 meeting of agricultural chief scientists? Answer would be Varanasi. So it was held in the month of April in Varanasi city, and it seeks to promote science-based solutions to achieve sustainable, resilient and profitable agri-food system. Bohag Bihu is celebrated in which state or the Union Territory? So this is an ethnic festival that is celebrated in the northeastern India, especially in the state of Assam. And it celebrates the onset of the Assamese New Year, right? Pohela Boishakh marks the beginning of the new year in which Indian state? So it is also known as Bengali New Year, and it is a significant cultural festival in Bangladesh and the Bengali speaking states of India, especially in West Bengal. So this festival is celebrated on the first day of Bengali calendar, which usually falls in the month of April. Which bloc has set up a task force to monitor OpenAI's ChatGPT? This is European Union, and European Data Protection Board is an autonomous institute, the work of which is to supervise the data protection regulation within the European Union. So recently it has decided to set up a task force to monitor OpenAI's ChatGPT. Also don't forget that the country Italy has imposed a temporary ban on ChatGPT in the month of March. The Cabinet Committee on Security recently approved sector headquarters in which state or the Union Territory? So recently this cabinet has approved the sanctioning of 7 battalions of Indo-Tibetan Border Police and the 1 sector headquarters in Arunachal Pradesh. So this is seen as a major push by the Indian government to counter the Chinese maneuvers in the region. Metarhizium indicum, which was seen in the news recently, belongs to which species? So this is a new species of fungus, and recently it has been discovered by a team of scientists. As per the Banking on Climate Chaos report, which is the top bank in financing fossil fuels globally from 2016 to 2022. This is JP Morgan Chase. Okay. Actually, according to this report, world's 60 largest banks have spent $5.5 trillion for funding the fossil fuel project since 2016. And JP Morgan Chase is the top bank financing fossil fuel globally from 2016 to 2022. The Bharat Gaurav tourist train was flagged off to mark the birth anniversary of which leader in the month of April? So Union Tourism Minister G. Kishan Reddy flagged off the Bharat Gaurav tourist train to mark the birth anniversary of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar from New Delhi. Basically, this train will cover important cities related to Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar like Varanasi, Sanchi, Sarnath, Nalanda, etc. Okay. Which space agency launched the JUICE project, and the full form of JUICE is Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer Mission. So it is associated with European Space Agency, and why it was in news? Because European Space Agency has successfully launched its mission to the Jupiter's moon, and that's why Ariane 5 rocket was launched from European Space Agency's spaceport in French Guiana. Okay, JUICE project aims to send a satellite on an 8-year journey to reach the icy moons of the planet so as to explore it. Nagarjuna Sagar Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve is located in a region spanning across which Indian state? So this tiger reserve is the largest tiger reserve in India that spans across Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So to ensure smooth traffic flow, the National Highways Authority of India has enabled the FASTag based payments at the forest entry points across this tiger reserve. Which city is the host of the G20 Space Economy Leaders meeting in India? So this meeting was organized in Shillong in the month of April, and the meeting was being organized under India's G20 presidency by the Department of Space. Which Indian state or the Union Territory announced Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar Award for recognizing the people involved in the welfare of Dalits? So Telangana government has recently announced an award in the name of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, and the government will form 51 crore rupees corpus for this award, and every year 3 crore rupees worth of award will be given to anyone who is involved in the welfare of Dalits. Which city is the host of Global Conference on Compressed Biogas? This is New Delhi, and the theme for this event was Towards Progressive Policy Framework for a Robust CBG Foundation and Growth. Fine. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of April, and tomorrow we'll be continuing it and we will discuss the questions from 166 up to question number 180. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenuja Hadsana signing off.